Hey bestie, welcome back to Girl House. I feel like we've been starting every episode with an apology, but I have to apologize. There were crazy technical errors on my end. I honestly don't know what happened, but the episode last week, for some reason, did not process on time to Spotify and Apple. It should be up now. It's been on YouTube, but I just wanted to say that's completely my bad. I literally don't know what happened. I had it scheduled ready to go, and then I went to Denver for the weekend without my laptop, so there was quite frankly nothing I could do. But we're here, we're back. There's this trend that's going around on TikTok that I love lately. That is how you've like little things you do to fill your cup. And I love the trend, and I feel like I have so many little small things I do that just make each day feel special. And I think that's key to life is romanticizing your life. So we're going to do a little how we fill our cups today.
I am so excited. I don't know if I did this right now that you're describing the trend, because I also did things that fill my cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I
Like,
have lamps on my list.
oh, okay. Fabulous.
Yeah, it's like what's whatever fills your cup.
Okay.
It can't
Good.
be wrong.
Good, good.
But before we get into that, I guess we'll get into updates. Update number 1 on my end, I'm so pissed off because I have strep throat right now. And like I haven't had strep since college, but I had like a sore throat last week. I went to a slightly stupid concert with my brother in Denver on Saturday, and I wasn't going to go because I felt sick, but then I felt better, like 2 days before. So
I wonder
anyway,
if your brother has strep now. Or is that
I
only from
doubt
kissing?
it. I think there has to be like
Wait, no. I'm not saying that to be funny. I think it's like highly contagious.
I I think it's like I don't know. I would have heard if he had strep.
Yeah, because it's like something that goes around schools, you know?
Yeah, but I think it goes around. I think it's like if you yeah, if you touch your eyes or your
Mm-hmm.
mouth. I
Yes.
mean, I don't know exactly the spread of strep, but I don't know if my brother has strep or not. Anyway, and it was crazy because yeah, I wasn't gonna go, but then I ended up like miraculously like it's crazy because like it must have I don't know what the hell happened. So like last week, the right side of my throat hurt. It like hurt, but like not like terribly. It just like I had a sore throat. And then it went away. And so then I went to Denver, felt fine, got back, and then my throat started to hurt. This is like a really long synopsis of my strep. So it's switched to the left side now.
That's the
And
worst.
and like now it hurts like I never go to like the doctor when I'm sick because I just don't really ever like feel, which I know doesn't really make sense with my hypochondria. I just like never, usually just goes away. But
Mhm.
this is just not going away. So I went to urgent care today, and I just have to say, hats off, and that's your new lingo, to the poor woman who works reception at urgent care. Like, I could not believe how rude. Everyone, obviously, no one's happy when they come in,
Mhm.
but there was this one guy who was just like, literally, the urgent care room is like this, like, the waiting room is the size of a closet, like a small closet. Like, there's literally one couch, one chair. And there was this man who was probably our age causing a scene in urgent care because I guess he didn't want to pay his $60 copay. And he was like, I talked to my insurance and they told me I don't have to pay my copays anymore. And she was like, okay, well, I just got off the phone with your insurance. Like, if you want to get your blood work done today, you're going to have to pay. And he literally was like screaming at her,
What a
causing this.
nightmare to deal with insurance because like when
Yeah.
it's when you are working at the hospital. What a nightmare.
I know. And then this other woman who was like working, she came to try to like settle him down. And she was like, if you
Wow.
really want me to call them back, because he kept being like, call them back, call them back. She was like, I will, but they're probably going to say the same thing I said to her anyway. Then there was like this other guy who looked annoying. Like he also just looked like a macho man. But he and I were kind of making eyes at each other just because of like, we were like, wow, this is insane. This guy's freaking out. But then, like, these two guys like broed out because he like there were it was me, another woman, and then these two guys. He completely ignores us and then goes up to this guy and he's like, you injured, man? Get better." Like, it was just like this whole weird thing. It just made me realize, like, I don't want to say I hate all men, but God, it was just like, and then, because then this guy goes up and then he's rude to the woman too because they don't have an x-ray machine in urgent care. Trust me, I
Mhm.
learned that the hard way when I had to go to the ER. And then he was like, "Well, you guys have an MRI?" And I'm like, "Bro, if they don't have an X-ray machine, there's no way
They're
in hell
not.
they have an MRI." Like, what kind of question is that? Then
Yeah.
he also got pissed about his copay. At least he like joked about it a little more. And I'm like, "Guys, your copay was 60, mine was 150. So, what things could be worse." And I just paid it and kept my mouth shut because that is how life works.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Ugh, I should have just gone to like the doctor through my insurance. They don't charge this much." And it's like, "Yeah, then why didn't you go?"
Then you probably
Like,
should have, but you probably couldn't have gotten
uh,
in.
exactly, which that's exactly
Hence,
what the woman
urgent
said.
care.
Yes. And then this other woman came in. I felt bad for her, but I didn't because she was so rude. Oh, she probably was going through it, but she wasn't because she was like smiling to herself. She walks in, she's like, "I need an appointment. You guys have a QR code, I thought. Where the hell's the QR code? Last time I just came in, I scanned the QR code. What the hell do I have to do?" Like being so aggressive.
Mm.
And the woman was like, "Just fill out this paper." And she was like, "Ugh, okay." And then the woman was like, "Well, what are you here for?" And then she was like, "I'm here for an appointment. I'm here to see a doctor." And then she was like, "Okay, well, like," and yeah, this is like honestly a bit invasive in a small waiting room to make you announce why you're there. But she was just like, "Mouth." And then she like stormed away outside to take a phone call. But yeah, it is like honestly, my whole point is this woman who works at this urgent care is unbelievable because she was so kind to everyone the entire time. Like, she
And you
didn't
know what? She
falter
gets that
once.
every single day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
constantly. She
Also,
must just be used to it, but it's
yeah.
just like, wow.
Well, it takes a certain person. It is the summer of being sick. I was sick for 2 weeks not too long ago. Britta's sick again. Jamie's been sick. My mom
Yeah,
was sick. Like, I never used
everyone's
to
sick.
hear of people getting like colds or like this sort of like flu type or strep in the summer, but it's been like
I
all
always get
summer
sick in the
long.
summer. I feel like
Really?
yeah,
I never
you
usually
definitely,
do.
you totally do. You were totally sick last summer.
I have. Well, I get sick often because I'm, yeah, whatever. All I'm saying is it's weird. Something's in the air.
Have you ever heard of a summer cold? It's
Quite frankly, no, I
Mm.
haven't, but I caught one
It's
multiple
a
times this
thing.
summer.
Yeah, well, I'm just pissed, yeah. Well, yeah, so I'm pissed because I actually was looking forward, so I've been dating like crazy. And I was really looking forward to my date tomorrow. It's the date that we've been talking about actually for
I
the
know, I feel
past
like a
3
couple
weeks.
episodes now. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't pull a surfer boy on this guy. I don't know him. I know nothing about him
You
other than
haven't
like,
whatsoever, but yeah.
yeah. No, I know I haven't. It's just like the only thing that I am comparing that to is we talked about Surfer Boy every episode.
Yeah, I got
It's
the
just
reference.
but yeah, no, whole point being we were supposed to go on a date tomorrow. And of course I had to cancel. He had to rain check last week cuz he was sick. Yeah, I guess it is the summer of being sick.
It really is, I'm saying it.
Or the week before, then I was gone, then it's like, and it's just like we've just been planning on this date for a month now. But everyone has a really good feeling about this guy. The other men that I have been on a date with in the past week, I've been on so many dates. I don't know what's up with me. I'm just kind of having fun
I'm loving it.
going on dates. Um, but none of them have really been that fun. So, I mean, it's always like a free
Until they are.
meal. Exactly. Yeah, I just realized like I want a boyfriend. I do. Sue
Mhm.
me,
You said that last episode too. So you didn't just realize it. But yeah, recently you must have realized this.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm having deja vu right now, and I'm not even saying that to be funny.
Oh, anyway, I'll just recap my dates quickly. Date number 1 of last week, it was just I really have no notes. Like, we
Uh-huh.
had a good time. I had a martini. He had a drink. He was cute. Good conversation. I had a fine time, but it was just like I have nothing bad to say about him. I don't think he has anything bad to say about me. I just don't plan to ever see him again. And I don't think he plans to ever see me again. Like it was kind of just like a
Just
mutual
not
like,
the
oh,
right fit. Yeah.
yeah. But like nothing bad to say. Ugh, but I have terrible things to say about my date on Thursday, I think it was.
You know he'll be
I
listening.
No, you're thinking of my date on Monday.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was the worst. I have terrible things to say about my date on Monday. Um, my date on Thursday, he was just like, and he was just weird. Like he had no personality really. He just bored me, to be honest. And then like he wanted to get another drink, and I was like, okay,
Oh, now I'm
sure.
remembering who. Mhm.
And he drove a Tesla, and so I was like testing him, and I was like, oh, must suck to have a Tesla now. And he was like, because I just want to like see what his views are, and he's like, oh yeah, I don't think Elon and Trump are that bad. And I was like,
Dun, dun, dun.
and I literally said, you can't say that. I am not going to get another drink with you if you truly believe that. And he goes, oh, actually, they're not great. Everything going on is awful. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Anyway, we were already on the way to the other drink. I'm already disgusted. And anyway, I don't know how. Ugh. I got out of the date as fast as well, obviously not as fast as I could because I should have just gotten out of his car. But the thing is, I Ubered there and it was dark out. I just needed a ride.
Can't really jump out of a moving car. It's not
Yeah.
really the most ideal, although.
Well, but the thing is, he didn't start the car for a while. But I think this conversation was happening when we were moving because there was a reason I didn't get. Yeah, we were at a
I
light
fear
at
you're
this
being
point.
too hard on yourself. I don't think anyone would expect you to jump out of a moving car. Unless you were in serious danger. I don't think you need to explain this.
Okay. I just don't want to ever be deemed as someone who would ever stay on a date with someone who said
Voice
they
of
were
reason
okay.
chiming in. Not many would jump out of a moving car.
Yeah, okay. We might have been at a stoplight.
Regardless, you'd still be on the streets of LA.
Yeah, that's true. So
Personally, I wouldn't.
yeah, okay. Anyway, we're heading to the next bar, and at this point, I'm like, I got to go home. And by the way, this is the problem with this guy. He drove an hour for this date. An hour. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, obviously he was expecting to stay over. Obviously I was never going to let him stay over. And I'm like I don't know what guys think about like why would I let you stay over? I don't know you.
Quite literally.
And no shade, like of course I've been in college in that phase where I do let random guys stay over all the time, but I just have left that phase because it's just like I've got a Palo Santo in my whole home and deep clean the energy, and I just don't like a
I
random
think it's
hookup
very
anymore because I always
bizarre.
just like yeah, the
Bizarre.
assumption's just like nuts.
Right, bizarre behavior to assume. In fact, I almost remember when I went to New York on the bus from Boston to meet my ex-boyfriend. I felt so uncomfortable about the assumption that I was taking a bus there. I was like, I can always stay at my cousin's. And he was
Oh
like, of
yeah.
course, stay over. But like, I'm just saying, and that's after we had been chatting for days.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just so strange to just feel so comfortable to just
To
assume that you could
assume you're
stay in
staying.
someone's space
Yeah, it's so gross. Like
without even knowing them. It's so
yeah.
interesting. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, if that happens, great, but like, don't have that as your plan A.
yeah, I'd have to agree. I really would have to agree. In this guy's defense, I guess he has friends in downtown LA, so that's where he headed for a sleepover.
Okay, then just say that. I'm planning to go to my
Exactly.
friends.
Yeah. And then yeah, he was like, yeah, I'll just go to downtown LA with my bros and we'll surf in the morning. Surf in
Right on,
downtown
bro.
LA. But whatever you need
Whatever
to
makes you happy.
do. Yeah, seriously. But anyway, I texted my friend Cameron and I was like, because she lives like a house down from me basically. So I was like, I need you to make up an excuse right now, like a neighborly excuse. So she called me and she actually jinxed herself. It's crazy. She was like, I hope this isn't jinxed, but she called and was like, I'm away right now and like my cat got out. I need you to go get him and bring him
No.
inside. And her cat did get out last week, which I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And he's never gotten out. But anyway, this was obviously not real. So then I told this guy, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to go. Like, we were already like we had just parked at the bar, so I was like, I have time for like a drink, but I need to go. My friend's cat is outside, and
Is the cat okay? Rule number 1?
oh yeah, he
First
didn't
things
leave
first.
her yard. He was just
Oh, okay.
sitting. By the way, this is a fake story.
No, I know. I mean,
Yeah.
in the real life version.
Yeah. If her cat was really outside, I would not stay and have a drink. I would.
No, obviously, I know that. I just wanted to make sure. Carry on.
Anyway,
Yeah, that doesn't
yeah.
even seem believable in the slightest.
Right? Like, why would I let her cat roam for a half an hour?
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, she just texted me again, and I guess her screen's broken, so I need to like watch him all night to make sure he doesn't get out again. And
This
obviously,
is
like, you can't stay at her house.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad it worked, but this is totally reminding me of when Britta did the epic
Oh, I had to take her photos.
Callie needed to get out of a date situation, so my sister, and I know we already told this story, but just a quick recap, it was just so funny because she went with the plot so far that she even then, when we were on a 3-way call, was still in the plot to the point where I'm like, does she think you're actually taking her about it? It's like, this was like hours later and she was still going with it just in case he was still around.
No, she did an amazing
And
job.
it was just like unbelievable. Unbelievably funny. But anyway.
Yeah, no, she really outdid herself with that one. That was another guy who, once again, drove to LA from an hour away, doesn't even live here, and was not going to book his flight until he was done hanging out with me. Like, he probably would have stayed at my house for a week and a half if I would have let him.
Yeah. Crazy.
God.
So you got out of that.
Yeah, but the one thing I have to add is that he kept being like, "Are you sure like I can't stay over?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not even going to be sleeping at my own house." And just to qualm this guy's like, and it is a bummer because he actually was very cute. He just was so like boring and annoying. Oh, to qualm him, he was like, "Well, let's go to Newport on Monday. Like I'll take the day off and we'll just like have a beach day." Yeah, if that was the right guy, I would love it, but yeah, we won't be. Monday's gone and past. I was actually on a date with another man on Monday.
Did he reach out?
Yes, he reached out twice.
About the Newport day?
No, first he texted me with like a kissing emoji and was like, "Just got to my friend's place," because I told him to be nice.
NDTLA.
Like, text me to text me when he got there. And then he texted me again in the morning, "Did you make it to Pilates?" Because I also was like, I've got to get to Pilates.
Yeah, so the effort. Yeah, he was trying. Okay, so
yeah. Oh, but I'm
forward.
not. Sorry, I'm just not to the worst part though. And if my mother's listening, this just doesn't even make me feel comfortable. I hope if you're listening, I'd rather you just skipped this part. It was just creepy. But anyway,
oh my gosh, what?
We were in his car and he wouldn't start the car. So we're just sitting there. And I'm like, what's going on? Can we get a move on? I've got to go. And then he like just like so rapidly and awkwardly like starts making out with me with like so much tongue too. It was like so not even like, first of all, I don't really like tongue when I make out. I don't think really. I'm not like a big, it's just like obviously if it a light tongue, sure, but like shoving your entire tongue down someone's mouth where there's not even room to breathe, it's like it was one of the worst kisses I've had in my life. And then he like leans down, pulls my tank top down, and just starts sucking on my boob in his car.
I don't feel comfortable with my mom listening to this.
Well, it happened. Hopefully they both skipped. But it made me
this is like really disturbing me. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
lie.
you think it was disturbing you? I was like, "What the hell are we doing here?" I was like, "Alright, buddy, let's wrap it up." And I was like, "I've really got to get home." And then he dropped me off. That was the end of that, but I was like, "Ugh," that was, like, disgusting. Yeah, and it's just like, men. I would
That's left
never
and
pull
silly.
I would never pull a guy's pants down and give him a blowjob. Like,
No, men
not that it's
no.
exactly the same, but, like, kind
Like,
of,
no,
like
actually, the audacity, that's, like, disgusting. You probably should have put him in his place.
yeah. I just didn't I was
It is
just
what
gotta
it is.
get
I'm just
home.
saying, like, that is actually, like, disgusting to just, like, assume that you could do that. It's just, like, too much.
I know, right? It's like,
Way
ugh.
too far. Ugh.
Yeah, and then, my last date sorry, this is just me. I've just gotta get all my dates
Oh, I've
out.
got a lot to get off my chest, so
Yeah, I
I'm
already
ready.
know. Um, so I went on the worst date of my entire life on Monday, and I can guarantee he is listening to this.
Mhm.
Um, in which case I don't even really feel bad because he was just like honestly like one of the most like entitled, self-centered people I've met in my entire life. So basically, as we've discussed prior, we have a joke I've sworn off musicians because it just never worked. Truly ever. But I matched with this guy on Raya and I'm done with Raya, by the way. I don't even know like you literally have to pay like $20 a month. I've never had a good date from Raya that I can think of.
Honestly, so valid. Why am I even paying for Raya?
Yeah, I barely even
I've
open it
never
anymore
yeah.
and like it's just the worst. Like I don't
Especially
know.
not to be like this, but in LA.
Yeah. Well, and all the good people on Raya, like guys I'd actually want to go on a date with also are on Hinge. Like I feel like the people that think they're so awesome that they can only be on Raya are
Right,
like the
that's the
people
issue.
you don't want to be around.
Right, and what you were kind of trying to get into earlier, I think I can put into words.
Yeah, I'm
It's
having trouble
very
saying it without
hard
sounding mean.
it's very hard for someone who is not a musician to try to date someone in the industry in LA unless you are absolute legendary A-list
Yeah.
musician, and I'm not sure at this rate how you operate, but I'm just saying.
I thought you were
And
gonna say you're not sure at this rate if this guy's A-list.
no, I'm just saying in general, like, I can't speak on that, but I would say, like, anyone who hasn't quite made it there yet is always trying to make themselves feel better, is always
Yeah.
trying to get there. It's a constant ladder to the point where they're not gonna be with someone unless they think that that person is going to get them further or is
Yeah.
equivalent, and it's just, like, this major ego thing, and yes, this is a huge generalization, but at the same time, it's like I've seen it time and time and time and time
Yeah.
again.
Same. It just always that's a great way to put it. And the problem too, not only is like, yeah, that whole world, like, people literally just use each other, like you're saying, like, crazy, but also, like, there's such an insecurity there, especially when, like, I'm sure, like, you are surrounded all the time by people who are more successful for you,
Well,
for
that's
example,
that's the
and
thing with
so
LA, is for listeners who haven't experienced it, and I'm not saying, like, we've been in the thick of it as much, but, like, we definitely both have seen firsthand a whole different world. It is literally a different world, the industry.
yeah.
And so it's like, imagine how you act in, like, the normal world, and then in the industry world, it's like all those people are trying to be the best in the industry world. It's like a completely removed world, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the people in the
Uh,
outside world are almost irrelevant. It's like a whole 'nother world, and then you're trying to climb with the ranks of that world. Do you know?
oh, yeah, for sure. Um,
Am I not making sense?
no, you do make sense. Uh, yeah. No, it's just a very strange world, but,
There's
I
literally
was just
nowhere
gonna
like
say,
it.
like, the problem, with this guy not this guy in general, but other like, the the problem often when you maybe are not as successful. I don't know how he feels about his success or not. I mean, he's always like, "Yeah." And I'm only shitting on this too because he shit on me so hard that I'm allowed to say this. Like, but I just, like, think, and I've run into this with another musician where they've had like a big taste of fame, but maybe haven't reached A-list and just put me down, put me down, put me down, put me down for like
Mhm.
my life. And it's like definitely like it's something they do to make themselves feel better. So it's like number 1, they care so
Yes.
much what other people think. They care so much who they know, who you know, what you're doing, and then they also have to put you down because they feel so actually deeply probably insecure because they're surrounded. I texted him, we made a plan to go to La Cabana. And so we get there and he's like, "Well, I need to bring my dog." And I can't say his dog's name. I wish I could, but I just feel like for his own privacy, I won't
I
say
would
his
have to
dog's
agree.
name. But I wish I could, but I really can't. But anyway, his dog, he was like, "Well, I need to go somewhere where I can bring my dog." Because I was like suggesting places on Abbot Kinney, but like I feel like Abbot Kinney is pretty not dog friendly. And so we did La Cabana, and I do pretty much bring every single date I ever go on to La Cabana. Actually, I
Mhm.
would say every date. Yeah, every single date I bring to La Cabana, and now I'm starting to, like the reason I do that is because I know, obviously, everyone who works there. I feel comfortable there, and if I'm ever in, like, a situation like a week and a half ago when I was on a bad date there, I told the guy, I think I said this, like, last
Mhm.
week or the week
Yeah, you
before,
did.
like, "I need you to bring me the check," and he did.
Yeah.
So, I just feel comfortable there, but now I'm rethinking bringing my dates there because, like, I don't feel comfortable
Mm.
going to La Cabana after this date.
Yeah.
So basically what happened is I'm sitting down, he gets there late because I guess he's having his dog pee, and, like, he meets me out in the courtyard. First annoying thing, like, I chose the booth side, and then there's, like, chairs, and, like, he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna sit next to you." I was like, "We're really sitting next to
Oh
each
my god,
other?"
you did not tell me that detail.
Yeah, he didn't sit across from me, he sat next to me. And then his dog is on this retractable leash, and it's, like, really busy that night. I don't know why it was so busy, but it was popping. Not to say I don't know why Lakabani was so busy, it was just, like, a
Yeah.
random night at, like, 5:30. Anyway, uh, his dog's on a retractable leash, and he's, like, not holding like, it's like a 20-foot leash probably, and he's just letting his dog wander around the restaurant. This is just, like, number 1 of, like, how entitled this guy
Yeah.
is to think I can't imagine. Like, Ducky goes out to eat with me often, but I make sure he's right under the
Awareness.
table with
Yeah.
me. Like, yeah, no awareness, that's exactly it. Then, of course, because he's letting his dog roam around the whole restaurant, she, like, goes up to one of the tables and gets, like, wrapped around. It's just a sweet dog. Nothing is it's not her fault.
Yeah.
But she knocks over a chair, an
Mm.
entire chair, and he goes and grabs her, but just leaves the chair knocked over. And I'm like, "Actually, what is wrong with you?" And then he sat back down and started talking, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to interrupt you. Like, I come here all the time, and I'm not gonna just, be that rude. I would never be that rude anywhere, but, like, especially La Cabana, I'm not gonna leave a
Yeah.
chair knocked over. Like, that's and for him to, like I think that's all I really need to say. I mean, I'm gonna say more, but that's all I really need to say about this guy is that I think that sums
Explains everything.
everything up.
Yeah.
He let a chair be knocked over in a restaurant and just was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck it. Someone else will deal with that. It's not my job." And then he even when I sat back down, he was like, "Yeah, thanks for dealing with my mess. I didn't think about that." How did you not think about that? Like, what do you
Uh,
mean you didn't think about that? Anyway, we get a margarita and well, I already had one because I got there before him, and then he's ordering his margarita, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, I want a margarita, but, like, I don't want it super sweet like you guys do that, like, I don't want it super sweet," like, being, like, just really, like,
a lot.
aggressive, and so then the waiter's like, okay, so you want a skinny margarita? And he's like, well, you don't have to call it that. I don't want a skinny margarita. I just don't want it really sweet. I'm like, it's fine to say you want a skinny margarita. Like, I get it.
Actually, you would have been fuming if he ordered a skinny margarita after you had ordered a margarita, let's be real.
I would be fuming.
You would have roasted him for days.
Yeah, I would have, but I would be less roasting him than I am now for wanting a skinny margarita but not admitting it.
Yeah, okay. You would never let that go if he ordered a skinny margarita. I'm sorry, but I know you.
Okay. Both are bad.
Yes,
okay?
Both are. I mean, he essentially did order it.
He did. He got a skinny margarita.
Yeah, both are pretty bad.
Yeah. It's like at least have the balls to order
it. At least own it. Yeah, if that's what you want, that's what you want. Maybe he was trying to be polite towards you, but I highly doubt it.
Oh, what? Because he thought I didn't get a skinny one?
Well, you didn't. Didn't you just get a margarita?
Yeah, but I ordered before him. And
that's what I'm saying.
Me, he never heard me order. He didn't know what I was drinking.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant you had just ordered.
No. My margarita is already at the table by the time he arrived.
Sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, so then we're like having drinks, and I don't even really know how to get into how terrible this conversation. Like, I can't even remember anything that was said now because I've mentally blocked it out. I just have to tell you that this guy was like, oh, this is one thing we'll say. So he was like, so you're a lawyer, right? And I was like, well, yeah, like I went to law school, I passed the bar, but like I don't practice. I do social media full time. And he was like, ugh, this world. He was like, all you influencers with zero personality. And then he was like, what? So soon the entire world, we're not going to have doctors or lawyers anymore because everyone's just going to be an influencer? And I'm like, first of all, when people going to law school and med school are not planning to be an influencer, nor was I, okay? Second of all, you do not have the grounds to speak on this because you're saving the world by being a musician. That's life-changing. That's saving everyone. Yeah, sure, maybe music can help people. This podcast, we're all here for each other. I'd say we're helping people probably more than his songs are because I do
get into it.
I do actually like one song, and it's a bummer because it's a great summer song. I can't listen to it.
Summer's almost over.
Yeah, summer's almost. Oh, don't even remind me. But it's just like I literally got like actually pissed off. I was like,
no, that would make me fume.
Because, and like also like, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just you don't have the grounds to speak on this, and no, not everyone's gonna become an influencer. And then he was like, well, at least I guess you have something else going for you. And I was like, actually, like, I've been working on this for like a while now. Like, I used to always feel like I had to say, like, I went to law school, but I also do social media now. But I don't feel the need to say that anymore because I don't need to feel ashamed. And I was like, what would you pick if you were me? Would you sit in an office for 10 hours a day? Actually, way more than 10 hours a day? Or would you choose to be able to live an epic life? And he was like, well, yeah, I guess, I mean, I don't know, but he was like, you've got to have passion still. Like, what do you even do? Like, being so to the point where I had to be like, well, I'm planning on getting my master's. If you must know, I'm planning on getting a master's. What are you doing? Why can't I just be like, he was like, well, my job is traveling.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay.
And if you said your job was traveling, what would he have said to that?
Oh, he would have been. And this is the problem. It was just like actually like mean and rude. But he's like so like he just thought he thinks our date went amazing. I think.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And now the worst part is, and the reason I know he's listening to this, very on top, he is starting a podcast and he wants me to be a guest on it to talk about, and you know what? Maybe I should be a guest on it because I have a lot to say about it. Honestly, he thinks I could provide good insight, and you know what? I still stand by. I could. His podcast is basically he wants both perspectives of like women and men. I don't know how deep I need to get into like the concept of his podcast, but it's about dating. And he like was like just saying like, yeah, like men just have it so hard out here. Like dating in this day and age. And I'm like, yeah, men have it so hard. Women have to fear for their lives. Like, actually. And he was like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Like, he was unbelievable. I was just, and then he like starts trying to like kiss me, and I'm like, I'm not hooking up with you tonight. And he's like, that's fine. I've been celibate for a year. Or no, a month. Sorry. A month.
I was gonna say, you told me 1 month.
Like, congratulations. And I was like, yeah, well, I've been celibate unintentionally, but kind of intentionally for like 2 years before, almost. And then I was like started to get into like how like, yeah, I just like feel like when I was younger, like I used to like be like more free with who I hooked up with, but now like I like to like protect my energy and stuff a little bit more. And he's like, I'm gonna stop you right there. I can already assume your story of why you went celibate. Like, mocking me as if I'm just like, I don't know exactly what he said, but it was literally just basically saying, yeah, you used to be a whore. That's what he was trying to say to me. Like, just like so gross. And I was like, actually, you don't know what I was gonna say. And he was like, yeah, I mean, you know, times just were different. Like, people used to not give it up so easy back in the day. And I'm like it was
I literally can't listen to this much more.
yeah, no, it was the worst date of my entire life. Like, um, he was like talking about like Florida, and I was like, yeah, I mean,
Florida.
Florida definitely like has the state's got some interesting views, except for I guess like Miami. Like, and he was like, what, like you don't like an ocean view? And I was like, no, like the mindset
That's a
there.
good
And
one.
he was like, what do you mean? And I was like politically. Like, and then he was like, ugh, you care about that? He was like, I don't have time to care about that. Like, and he was like, look, like there used to be a time where people didn't have to care about that so much. I don't waste my time caring about stuff like that. Good for you, but like, yeah, things are different now, and you should care about that.
He loves to like relish in the olden days, probably because of his age.
Yeah, so true. So
Mic
true, yeah.
drop.
That was an
Anywho,
epic mic drop.
I think we should cut his story on that note.
Yeah, no, I'll be done. I think I probably took things a bit too far. Maybe editing this, I'll cut some out. But I literally like talking about other dates in the past. I have cut parts because I feel mean. I'm like, okay, I've said too much. I don't feel mean here because this guy berated me.
This is the best week I've had in a long time. Like, it's hard for me to even like think about literally anything else.
If
And
you're
I'm
watching on
sure
YouTube, she's wearing her Taylor Swift sweatshirt.
I actually changed, yeah. But I will say, like, if there are other Swifties listening, what a time to be alive. I am seriously buzzing. And like, that will bring me into my first note under Cups of Joy, if you don't mind.
Oh, you're just gonna hop right in. Go ahead.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, then you probably don't care. But if you do
I feel like
care,
there's no way anyone doesn't know. It's literally
she dropped
all
her
over
12th studio
Instagram.
album, and it's just been so exciting because she went on the New Heights podcast, which obviously is Travis's podcast, and we have never,
It's
as
not
a fan,
obvious to everyone.
okay, sorry. So her boyfriend and his brother's podcast, but like we haven't had a long form interview of her in such a long time, and like to see her interact with partner has never been seen, and just like so much new exciting stuff. Apparently, like she was just going in depth on the album, as was he, and they were saying it's 12 straight bangers. She
Wow.
made the like you are going to love this album, you personally,
I
Callie.
saw Sabrina Carpenter's on it, and I was like, good for
Mm-hmm.
her. That probably feels epic.
Yep, she's the only feature, and it's 12 songs and her 12th studio album, and it's just so exciting because she made this album. How insane is this? So during the Europe leg of her Eras tour, in her off time, she went to Sweden to record with Max Martin and Shellback, whom she made like every like pop banger that's super mainstream, like Style, Wildest Dreams, Shake It Off, 22, like all those like bangers are produced by these guys.
Oh shit.
Like it is literally banger after banger, and it was just so cool to hear her talk about, and like she's so excited. She's like, this is the best thing I have. Like she's so excited about it, and so confidently excited about it. And she said it's like orange because it's so vibrant and like joyous, and that is how she felt during this time. And it's not during the eras, it's the life of the showgirl.
Yeah.
So it's like what was going on in her personal life during this time. It's gonna be lit. Like it's gonna be, I can't even imagine. Anyway. So
I'm
yeah,
very
I'm
excited
buzzing.
for it.
And there's been like so many countdowns, so much going on. And obviously Emily, who I work with, is also a huge Swiftie. So it's all we can talk about. It's really intense. It's coming out October 3rd, but that is my first cup of joy. I saw this on TikTok and it was like some guy was talking about the podcast tonight and he's like, it's so exciting. Like apparently, I don't know if it's happened yet, but they're hoping that it breaks the record for most viewed podcast, and the one below
I
that.
was thinking that because like I literally saw like almost every other person on Instagram post it. Like it probably will like be like the most viewed YouTube video like ever. She's like
100%.
so like that's just the range she has over the world is like nuts.
But this is the
It's
crazy part and the exciting part. Guess who they're going to beat out? Joe Rogan and Trump.
That's epic.
Yep. And I saw some people, like I saw this Barstool Sports guy saying like, no, like there's no way she's going to be like the top one or whatever. That people don't realize, like, and I'm saying this because I love her, but like she has a global audience. Like,
Yeah.
yes, a lot of people globally follow Trump for outrageous things that he says and stuff, but like these are like such small-minded men that would think that. I'm just saying, like her
Yeah.
reach is insane. I hope she breaks it.
Unfortunately, Trump is global only because he's so insane.
Of course
But
he is global, but like a Joe Rogan and Trump, maybe I'm biased on the other front, but like I just think that people underestimate the actual reach that she has.
yeah,
Anyhow, I'm really excited about it, but the whole
I'm
point being,
excited for you.
the TikTok that I saw though was this guy and he was just saying like so many people are like excited to tune in. I haven't been this excited about something in like so long. This guy was saying, and he was like, how exciting is it to have something to be excited about?
Yeah.
Like it is literally, I also saw a TikTok. It was like there is no better drug than her releasing new music because there's so much around it that so this whole community is following, and it's just like not only
Yeah,
about
it
like
is
her
cool.
music or anything about her, but like in general, how exciting is it to have something that you're genuinely just so excited for? And what a way to fill your cup. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
It's brought me
that's a
so much
great way to
joy.
fill your cup. No,
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear the album myself.
Yeah, yeah. I just think
Love
it's
the
gonna be
last
awesome.
one.
What?
I love the last one. I hope we're both in love for this album because I'm sure there's a lot of love songs.
I know. And like
I've got
talking
to get a
about
boyfriend. God damn it.
comes out October 3rd. You've got about less than a month here.
That's not true. I've almost 2 months.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was thinking we were September, but yeah, you're right. Okay. What am I saying? Yes, you have about a month and a half.
Easy.
Yep. So that's my number one. No, I am not saying this in like all Swifties are welcome. You are a Swiftie because you like some of her songs. Like, I'm not saying this in like a rude way, but I genuinely think you in particular are going to love this album because it's bangers. Like, she wrote like, this is what you came for, Calvin Harris, that you love.
I don't love that song.
It reminds me of One Kiss, same album. But it's going to be like that vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? Which is also just like getting me excited. Like I was so sad, and no, summer's not ending. Of course, I know you hate when I say that with your birthday. It's not anywhere near ending. Literally, September is summer, but it's like giving me something also to look forward to.
I'm dreading fall.
You know,
I don't
but
want
you
it
get
to be
summer for so
fall.
long in California. Are you kidding me? You really
Yeah,
do.
but like no, once it's October, like the sun's not strong at the beach anymore. No one's in the water. Oh, this is on the topic of summer. Something that fills my cup and was a pretty honestly, this place, I don't think the people really fuck with me there, but I fuck with them. Because they never seem happy to see me. Well, I think the older woman who gives the vibe of the owner, or at least like the manager, She doesn't seem to ever be happy with me, but the younger girl who works there, she's the best person in the world because she always lets me use their bathroom. Um, but
I know where you're going with this.
basically, my first fill your cup is beach burritos. Basically, I always pee in the ocean, but sometimes I have like emergencies on the beach where I'm like, I'm not gonna poop in the ocean. Obviously, that would just be too far. It's gotten so
I
bad.
can't believe you even just said that that could be like a potential option.
No, it's gotten to the point where it's such an emergency sometimes, and there's like the beach I go to, there's not really like any public bathrooms around, and no, there's been points where it's so bad that I'm like, I guess I could swim really far out.
Oh my god, some things you should just like keep to yourself.
I've never done it, but like I was just thinking like obviously like people have, I'm sure, pooped in the ocean. Like it
Not
wouldn't be
sane
like,
people.
bro, when you have to go, sometimes you have to go, and I've never done it, but I'm just saying like I was gonna swim like far
This
out,
really
like
doesn't sit right with me. I do not think normal people do that. And I am very comfortably going to use the term normal and try to make anyone who does that feel weird in this moment.
I've never pooped in the ocean. I don't think you understand how far I was planning to swim out, like to the buoys.
I don't think that makes it any better. Have you heard of the tide coming in? Like, God, remind me to never swim with you again.
You never swim with me anyway.
I knew you would say that. Oh my god, I've been swimming, by the way. Major update. Like, seriously swimming for hours. Both days last weekend because the sandbar has been incredible. Like, beyond. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so... But anyway, the whole reason I'm discussing this is the other day I really had to go. And so I always go up because I'm always like, I got a burrito here earlier. Can I please use your bathroom? And
hey, I got a burrito here. I don't know, maybe like a couple weeks ago. Do you mind if I use the shitter?
Burrito every time.
That's pretty much what you're translating to. And no, I never say that word. It's just like what came to mind when I was imagining that request.
And to make it worse, it's like,
ew, cut that part, please.
No, it's hilarious.
I really don't feel comfortable saying that word.
It's so funny though.
Okay.
Anyway, the whole point too, this is like not like a guest. Like it's really nice you let me use the bathroom because it's clear it's like an employee bathroom. Like there's like boxes of stuff in there and like mops and stuff. Anyway, one day this poor girl who always lets me use the bathroom, she was mopping in the bathroom and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you. I wouldn't have
like this girl again.
I was going to use a porta potty from one of the construction site workers until I saw outside the porta potty it was like
your level of comfort astounds me. I would literally never in my life do that if my life depended on it.
I would. When you have to go, you have to go. But outside the porta potty, it was like, this porta potty is under surveillance and for construction workers only. So it's like, okay.
Imagine they like airlift you because you That's my biggest fear is someone pushing over a porta potty when you. That's why I rarely go to a porta potty.
Same. Yeah. Oh my god, I'd freak. Whole point being, the lovely girl let me use the bathroom, and I pooped in it,
and that fills your cup. I'm very confused where the point is going here. I'm getting allowed to use the bathroom fills your cup.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, no, what fills my cup is like having a burrito on the beach.
That makes you have to.
It's not the burritos that are doing it. It's just like the time I'm at the beach is always the time I usually have to go.
I'm assuming that a bean burrito, because I can already assume that you would get mostly beans in your burrito, is going to speed up that process. And forgive me if I'm feeling sassy. I just fear as if I didn't really do the fill the cup trend correctly. If this is the sort of thing we're going for.
I haven't finished what I was going to say, you asshole.
Okay.
What fills my cup, I was more just apologizing to the staff.
Okay.
What fills my cup is, and this specifically like started this like, well, no, I brought sandwiches to the beach forever, but like it never dawned on me I could bring a burrito to the beach.
Okay.
And this time in my life, this started like 2, 3 months ago. And it was like when I was just going to the beach by myself all the time, which I still do all the time. But it was more just like when I had like an aha moment where I like, cause whatever, I went through a breakup in February and I was sad for a few months. And whenever that happens, I feel like this desperate need to be like not single and not alone. And I was like trying to fill the void by like always having plans and feeling like a loser if like I didn't have plans, whatever, whatever. And then I had a day. I got a burrito. I went to the beach. There was like no one there. Water sparkling. I have a great book. I'm just sitting on the beach reading, like so
Joyous.
enjoying myself. And I just realized, oh, oh my God, did I forget that I'm like the most fun person to hang out with? When I hang out with myself, I can do whatever I want. No one's bothering me except for my own thoughts, but I can like kind of turn those off with an audiobook or a book, a burrito, and no one can like when I'm hanging out with myself, myself can't tell me, "Oh, we can't do." Well, sometimes I'm like, can't do that." Like but like for the most part, like I can do whatever I want when I'm hanging out with just myself. And then
Yeah.
it just like I guess what filled my cup, yes, it's beach burritos, but it's so much deeper than that because
Yeah.
it made me realize again
The routine of
how
self.
much I love hanging out with myself.
Yeah. No, that's
Like
awesome.
it's just so crazy because you know how they say there's that song, Me, Myself, and I. It really is just
Yeah.
me, myself, and I.
And it's almost like you lost yourself in the relationship. Forgive me if I'm going too far here. And then it's almost like this burrito made you find yourself again.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, truly.
Exactamundo. Um,
Love it.
so yeah, your turn.
Let's see here. Um, I guess I'll just name a few that are kind of like all in a clump in my mind. The
Mm-hmm.
ocean, the sun, the change of a season, and morning coffee. I just kind of picture them all
Oh,
together.
I just pictured it all together too.
Yeah, and it just felt so good, right?
So you're looking forward to fall.
All of a sudden I am, because similar to California, fall here is still summer.
Yeah.
It's just not as like crazy and like feeling like, yes, I'm looking forward to it. And
No, it's
Oktoberfest
okay. I'm just
really
asking.
helped with that, might I
Yeah.
add. But like the feeling of like going outside and drinking my morning coffee in the sun on like a crisp morning or
I
going
knew
down to the
that's what I was
beach.
picturing when
Yeah.
you were like
And
saying
like the
that.
ocean's still gonna be here. I still feel very comfortable swimming into October. So yeah,
Yeah.
good
Okay.
things.
Yeah. No. I love a morning cup of coffee myself. Um, I've been
As if it's some groundbreaking thing. Sorry, but it's a little joy that makes my entire day.
No, I'm not joking. I love a
It sounds
morning
so
cup of
basic when you put it
coffee.
like that.
No, I
I'm
was
really struggling with this routine.
no, you're doing an amazing job. I was just commenting as well. I love a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
And so like
like it
and
looks very today.
honestly that quite yes, it fills my cup. So my thing now so that my mornings go smoothly.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Good one. I've been drinking a whole pot of coffee lately, by the way.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's like awesome. So anyway, the night before I fill my coffee, I have the Smeg Retro coffee maker.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing I could have ever bought because Celia makes fun of me for saying this, but it makes me feel like I'm at a diner. I
Mm-hmm.
understand you grew up with one. I didn't because
Mm-hmm.
no one in my family drinks coffee. Well, my
Yep.
mom drinks decaf, but she doesn't like have it every morning. So to me, a coffee machine like that equals diner. And I fill the coffee machine every night with the best coffee in the world. It's called Bones Coffee, I believe.
Ooh,
They
send my
literally
way.
have the craziest flavors like jelly glazed donut,
Oh my god.
churro. Let me read the ones I have in my
Wait,
cart
please
right.
text me the
No,
brand.
I will. It's the most flavorful coffee in the world. hold on, I have some in my cart. Blueberry cake I just got. That was delicious. So right now, yeah, it's called Bones Coffee Company. I've never had better coffee. Right now I have s'morey time and
Yum.
I have shark bite, which is buttered rum.
Yum.
And listen to this one. Um, what's this one called? Banana Foster, which is banana rum and vanilla. And like
Yum.
their packaging's so cute and cool too. Like it's like all
No,
little
please
skeletons
text
doing
me.
things. Yeah, it's like the best coffee ever. But no, yeah, I have my coffee all ready to go in the morning, and then when I take, and yes, I understand this is groundbreaking. This wasn't even really on my list, but I love it. My morning routine, first thing when I wake up,
Mhm.
I feed the girls, and usually we're up no later than 7 because Ducky, he's got to get up. So
Mhm.
Cleo also, they're on like a metabolic diet, so she's starving in the morning.
Poor
Um,
thing.
yeah, I know. I mean, there's still probably it's tough.
Hard to be a
Anyway,
girl.
yeah, it really is. And so then I open all my windows.
Mhm.
I open the
Lovely.
curtains. The problem is the sun has not shone in LA for the past like what feels like a month. Like it's been foggy
Really?
every like the fog breaks in the afternoon, but it's been so foggy in the morning. So it's such a bummer to wake up to every morning. But like the perfect morning is when the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining into my kitchen and the living room. And then all I've got to do is press the little button on my coffee maker twice. And
Yep.
then I grab Ducky, I take him out to go potty.
Mhm.
Oh, he just looks. We're not going yet, sweetie boy. We're gonna
So
go in a little
cute.
bit. You look very cute right now. We're not going right now. And then, um, I come back inside and my coffee's brewed.
I absolutely adore that. And I'd like to give insight to my very similar thing because this is the
Go
ultimate
ahead.
life hack is to set up coffee the night before. It changes everything.
I almost posted about it the other day. It changes
Yes.
everything.
And you're actually almost saddening me because my mom and I have such a good routine this summer, and I'm gonna miss it so much when I don't live with her. I will
Yeah.
set up the coffee the night before. I will then put a little sticky note saying something like a sweet note, like, "Good morning, good to go, just press start," something like that. She then
Cute.
is ready to go in the morning, and she will this is so spoiled, but it's like my favorite thing ever. She will wake me up with a cup of coffee ready to
Wow.
go.
That's
When my alarm's
awesome.
going off, she'll come in, tell me the time, and give me a cup of coffee, and it's like, wow, we've really got a routine going. Like, I do some of the
Yeah,
work,
that's
she
a
does some of the
great
work.
routine.
And, yes, I understand I'm a 28-year-old woman, and this is, like, very this won't be
There's
forever,
nothing
but
wrong
it's
with that.
just like it's been the best thing of all time. But when I am like on my own and if I am using a coffee pot versus my Nespresso, setting it up the night before changes because you're so groggy in the morning. The last thing you want to do is make a
Yeah.
pot of coffee. Like just hitting start
Oh,
feels
especially
amazing.
like I always spill the coffee grounds. I spray the water everywhere.
Yeah. No,
It's a
you're half
nightmare.
asleep. I literally will come
Yeah.
on down and like press start if we're not in this routine without my contacts on. Like I'm not trying to make a
Yeah.
full thing of coffee right now. Yeah.
No.
And you
Not
just
at
feel
all.
so good, which leads me, if you don't mind, to another one of mine,
Go
you might have
ahead.
also written, was nighttime routine. There's nothing that fills
Same
my cup
actually.
like a full
No.
face of skincare, body feels moisturized, everything's ready to go, and putting on an amazing pair
Yeah.
of pajamas, like a
Yeah.
matching pajamas. I've
Oh,
been
you're
gotten
making me
so into
so excited
pajamas.
to go to bed.
Yeah. That genuinely also fills my cup. I
Yeah,
guess
so true.
yeah. So
Ever since I got this new lamp, in my room, if you've seen on my Instagram story, I got this little two cheetah lampshades from this antique store.
unbelievable.
Then I got an antique candlestick lamp base for one. I'm still looking for a lamp base for the other. But this lamp has kind of changed my life a little bit too, because it's like it just adds this extra comfort to my room. I often fall asleep with the lamp on because it's just like it's a pretty like low light,
Mhm.
and it just like made me really like I feel this summer I've been a little crazy. Like I've taken things too far a few times. I've been drinking a lot this summer, going out a lot, which is fine. It's summer, it's fun. But
Mhm.
this lamp has brought a sense of calm to me.
It's
It's kinda
grounded you? It's
it
crazy what a
has.
lamp will do, honestly. Mu
Yeah,
Not even a lamp, but the
seriously.
mood of
Well,
lighting.
that's actually oh my god, of course, that's on my list is lamps.
Yeah.
Um,
This is obviously more specific
l
to you, but
yeah, but I really if you're living in a place right now where you only turn the overhead lights on, I beg of you to go get a lamp, please. They have, like, amazing, like, little adorable lamps at Home Goods for 10 bucks.
Mhm.
I beg of you, get a lamp if you don't have one because overhead I don't even well, the only overhead lighting I have, I actually changed all the bulbs to Himalayan salt light
Of
bulbs, which I think
course.
I mentioned, which I'm really proud of, so it makes my living room so cozy, but, no, I have so many lamps in my house, so many more to come, but lamps
Electric
just
bill hates to see you coming.
Yeah. Lamps
You
just
collect
make me
lamps as if they're, like, they are your collectibles.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I have so many, and I'll
No, I
never
know.
stop. Like, I
You know
will
what I'm curious about?
yeah.
And I'm not trying to interrupt you if you're in the middle of a thought here.
I mean, I was, but go ahead.
No, go for it, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just something I've been curious about, but it's very pricey and I already have a noise machine and I fear I wouldn't wake up to the alarm.
Oh, the hatch?
Yes, only because of, well, a million different reasons that I just named, but also the red light I've never had, and I remember when you used to
Oh.
have that, and
Well, I just use red light bulbs.
yeah, which obviously is a much cheaper
Well,
alternative,
color
but
changing light bulbs. I
right.
didn't know the hatch had a red light.
It has all different light settings, like different moods.
I mean,
I'm
Alex
very
has
interested in
one,
it.
and she loves it.
And does she use it for noise?
I'd have to I we haven't really gone that deep into it, I don't think.
Okay, because I love my
But
white noise machine and it does like waves and like I love that. So I'd want it to sound like very similar, but I'm kind of thinking it might be a fun investment because of the lighting,
yeah, well, and you can set it to sunrise you.
which is crazy. But
Yeah.
also, I sleep through my alarm so often as is. It really worries me to try to do some sort of natural alarm.
I think it has sound too.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just curious if you had more
Um
insight there. But what were you saying?
But no, I just what I was saying is I love lamps. I also have night lights everywhere. Like, I don't think like, I can't explain to you the importance of having lamps in your house
Yeah.
because it just makes everything so comfortable, and I'll never forget, like, I've always had a thing for lamps. I actually one time on Facebook, my name was Callie Lamp Wilson in middle school, soon after the Callie Emotastic
Callie
Wilson.
Jet Ski Wilson.
I've had a lot of names. I've always been a lamp girl, but I'll just have to say now, I'll never forget the lamp that kinda changed my life. Well, I have 2 stories about lamps. Number
Oh my
1,
gosh.
I just, like you know that whole, like, TikTok trend, of, like, the cozy feeling of, like, a mom in, like, the 2000s with Norah Jones playing? Like, that whole trend?
Yes.
So, I have such a strong memory when we lived in Pittsburgh. I was in kindergarten, and it was just, like, a random day, but I remember it was just, like, pouring out,
I knew you were gonna say
and
this day, not that
I
I was
got
there.
home yeah, and, like, it was just, like, lamps on, it was, like, dark and rainy outside, probably Norah Jones, something like that was playing,
Uh-huh.
and there was, like, candles, and I just felt so comfy being home, and that
Yeah.
memory has, like, stuck with me forever, and I've just always tried to I'll never be able to recreate it to that extent,
What a
but
fabulous feeling, comfy,
yeah, and
cozy.
so the other thing that, like, really got me into this is, the brand Floss. They make the most epic lamps, but now so many people have made dupes of them,
Mhm.
which I guess is a bummer for Floss, but epic for everyone else. They have, like, amazing dupes at Home Goods for, like, 10 bucks because these lamps are, like, $200 or something. But I got this, like, little Floss lamp in New York. It was one of, like, my first investment lamps,
Mhm.
and it was orange. I say was because it
Orange.
broke.
That was
What?
crazy. That was crazy the way you said orange.
I just said orange.
Yeah, you just really emphasize. I'm sorry. You can cut that if you want. That was
How
just
am I
crazy.
supposed to say it?
Just orange.
Orange? Orange. Yeah, I got this lamp. Apparently I say orange weird. I don't know how. Orange. Now I'm like so self-conscious about it. Anyway, it's like this really awesome lamp I got, and I'll never forget when I got it because fall was approaching, and it was during a time in my life. It was the 3rd year of law school. I didn't have time to hang out with anyone, didn't have that many friends to hang out with anyway, and I just started spending all my weekends in with Mad Men and this little orange lamp on.
It was like
What?
your buddy. I thought you were gonna say I started spending all my money on lamps.
Well, that too.
No, I
No.
just thought that's what you were gonna say. I was like, wow.
Yeah. No, I have, like, serious because like, today I was looking at this adorable I haven't bought, like, a new bag in forever, and I saw this I'm really into cheetah print right now, leopard print. I saw this adorable vintage Fendi, um, leopard print bag, on Vest I don't even wanna say where it is. It's on Vestiaire. I'm gonna try to buy it now before this episode I need to get it. Um but it's like $300 and I'm like, I could do that. But like I think about that for a while. If I see a lamp I want, done.
Boom.
Don't even think about it.
It's
And
coming
like
home.
I actually am having trouble because I have another floor lamp I'm getting and I don't know where I'm gonna it's also leopard print.
Is it
I'm
the one
also
you post on
having
your story? Because that one is
Yeah.
diabolically insane.
I know. I don't know where it's gonna go yet. I'm just nervous. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because it has bad reviews, but it's for the smaller version of it. So I think I'm just gonna
What is the bad review?
like it's just made poorly.
Mm.
But I don't know. I'm gonna get it. But no, I've like leopard printed my whole. So actually, this is another. I guess like something that fills my cup is lamps and also just like cozy home decor.
Vibes,
Like
yeah.
I love lighting. So I got this
Yeah.
little light bar that's rechargeable. And I recently put one of my Mod Podge pieces when I was on FaceTime with Celia in my fireplace. And then like I have like candles in front of it, but I was like, I don't want to light the candles every night. Yeah, I bought a rechargeable light bar and I
Genius.
put it
Does it go on
behind the
top of the
photo.
Oh,
No, I put it
behind.
behind. So
Nice.
there's like a glow. Like I'm looking at it right now and it's making me so happy.
Yeah, you
And
influenced me when you were in your New York apartment and you got off Amazon, like, the light behind the TV, the backlighting that
oh,
changes
those are the
colors.
best.
Yeah.
I wish I could still do that, but my TV is a frame TV now, so you can't stick anything behind it.
Yeah. I just remember I got that and it really also
Yeah.
sets the mood.
No, it really does. Um yeah, but it's just like cozy things. So actually I'm really excited about this is another example of like I guess I just like it's like I'll probably be the same way when I'm you know when like moms are always like I haven't bought myself a new shirt in like 3 years, but
Yeah.
like they'll
It's a
buy stuff for
classic
you all
mom
the
line.
time. Yeah.
Classic mom line.
But I'm kind of the same way. Like I never buy anything for myself either. That like to wear. Like or like bags or shoes. Not to say I never do. That's like not
I
true.
don't know if I can fully get behind that. I think I have a serious shopping addiction when it comes to clothes, and I literally put as one something that fills my cup loving an outfit. So you then compare yourself to me. Whereas I could say, "Oh, I never buy anything for an apartment." When
That's
I
what
have
I'm
a fully
bro, you're interrupting me. That's what I'm trying to say right now.
Yeah.
That's why I literally said I never buy anything for myself in terms of clothing, bags, shoes, etc. But for my home, I buy everything. And yes, that's
Yeah.
for myself. It's just like I'm trying to explain the mindset is like I don't so like I don't
No, but my point was
if
that you
I
still do
go
buy clothes and other things, just not as much.
yes, I get that. I'm just trying to say and I'm not saying I haven't bought a shirt in 3 years. Of course I have. I'm just saying more the point being what I'm really excited for is
Yes.
from A Paris. They have
Mm.
this leopard print blanket and then they have leopard print throw pillows and
Yep.
my friend was over last night. We were eating Chipotle and we were kind of looking at the leopard pillows on my couch and I was like looking at these leopard pillows. I was like, do I need these? And she made the point because these are no shade to them, but they're just like a cheap sham I got off Amazon. She was like, this is going to make your apartment feel like very mature. And it's true. These pillows sometimes I do
Yes.
feel like they're lacking maturity. And I read like basically that these pillows or these like blankets and pillows are like the softest thing ever.
No, they
I
look so
I'm
unbelievably
so
luscious.
so the throw is because I wanted to get leopard sheets for my bed and then I wanted to get a
Mhm.
leopard rug, but I
Mhm.
I can't go
I
too far. I've got to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
So
You're
instead,
gonna
I'm
say I'm
so
copying you. I have had a leopard rug that I've wanted for my room in my apartment for
do it. I'll be
the
so
longest time,
jealous.
but it's not like the main leopard print. It's like a neutral
Yeah,
white leopard
love
vibe.
that.
So
May I just
leopard
finish
must
my
be
thought really quickly?
Mhm.
Leopard's definitely in. Yeah, Kylie just did a whole leopard line. Um, but my whole point is I got this throw for the foot of my bed because I never
Wow.
sleep under the covers. I like to sleep on top of the covers.
Absolutely
And
amazing.
like I have these kind of two random throws on my bed and I'll never forget like I just like throw them on top of my bed and I like one time I was FaceTiming my mom and I was like, I think this actually looks kind of comfy just having them like thrown on top and she was like, "Oh, you're pranking me." I was like, "I'm not pranking you. I actually think it looks fine." But that's I felt insecure about it ever since. This will be a really easy blanket to literally fold at the bottom of my bed. And
Yeah.
then I haven't bought it yet, but so they also have matching leopard slippers, but they only have them in a size 8, and I'm like an 8.5, and
Mhm.
they're pricey. So I'm gonna wait till they restock 9, but I'm gonna get the slippers as well.
Then you'll
And
wake
then
up. Ah.
yeah, and so I don't really ever have tissues around the house,
Mhm. You're
but
getting a
they
leopard tissue
have
box.
a Paris makes a leopard tissue box that's like
Yeah.
fuzzy.
Yep.
And so I'm thinking about getting that as well. And then cuz like basically last night me and my friend Cameron were talking about how it's okay to put a lot of leopard in as long as like it's just like not too far. So maybe I'll have a piece of leopard in every single room. And so then this tissue box,
Kitchen or table?
she said, actually let me just quote her because what she said was just profound. Give me a moment.
You wrote it down?
Um No, she texted it to
Oh.
me. I sent it to her after she left.
Uh-huh.
She said, I think that's your floating piece, and now you're good. Like that one can live in any room. So it's like whenever I'm
Wow.
feeling like a room doesn't have enough cheetah for me at the moment,
Bring it on
leopard.
in.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually perfect. Oh
Oh,
my
and
god,
I ordered the girls, so last thing.
Mhm.
I they love like those little fuzzy beds that also have like a tunnel on the inside. And
Mhm.
so I ordered them a leopard one.
Wow. So they're in on the trend. Now Ducky needs something. Maybe he could get a little leopard handkerchief or something.
Yeah, a
Is that what
handkerchief,
they're
you mean
called?
a bandana?
You know what I'm trying to say, yeah. Forgive me. Uh, I believe I'm tired.
We'll wrap things up soon because we're hitting an hour 20 minutes. I'll just rapid fire and if you have any more you can rapid fire, but other thing, I guess my whole thing is about being cozy, but other thing, and I know you like this quote as well, always making sure I have a good book because I
Mm.
can't, I think I have like such a bad attention span when watching TV because I can pick up my phone, but with a book, I like get so absorbed in it and it just like really helps me get out of my head and you really do escape to another world. As long as you have a good book, you're good for life. I was actually thinking that in urgent care today. I was like, you know what? I was about to like be like, "Oh, this sucks." And then I was like, "Actually, I have my book. This doesn't
You know
suck."
the quote that I love that my grandma said?
Yeah.
"You're never lonely with a good book."
I also put ocean dips, which I feel like you have too. We mean ocean dips changed our
Yeah.
lives.
Ocean in general just fills the cup.
Heels.
Yeah.
Um Pilates. I'm surprised you didn't mention that.
It's on my list, but I
Oh.
just didn't get through my whole list.
Oh. Okay, well, I only have one more, but I think we can both say, like, it gives me something to look forward to every morning. I feel good. It's a sense of community.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm just, like, presenting a slideshow now. My last thing is just, keeping a really clean home but also, like, really doing the deep clean on Sunday and specifically fresh sheets on Sunday because I think there's nothing better than going into the new week, especially with a lavender detergent, a lavender,
Um,
uh, dryer sheet, and just going into the new week with fresh sheets. I'm so addicted to the feeling that I often wash my sheets also on Friday because I like to go into the weekend with fresh sheets.
Mhm.
Um, make more sense to do on like Thursday. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But my throat hurts. Not like that. Anyway, yeah, I think everything that fills my cup is just feeling super comfy.
My cup is filled. Recording with you fills
Yeah.
my cup.
I was just gonna say you fill my cup,
Yeah,
obviously, too.
likewise.
My list isn't finished. I've gotta add that to my list.
Oh, that's a really nice idea to just have a working notes app that says things. Right now mine says things that fill my cup.
Yeah. Well, I did
It's
this for
almost
a
like a
little bit.
gratitude list in a sense.
Yeah, I did this for a little bit and then I got bad about doing it, but
Mhm.
um I saw this on TikTok once and I started to do it for a bit and it was nice. Every single day you have in your notes app, you write down one good thing that happened to you for the day. You put like the date and like one
Yes.
good thing that happened. All right. Well, we love you so much. We hope this episode filled your cup.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I wish I had like every single week we had like something cool to say at the end of the episode. Like, I wish this filled your cup.
I mean, we could start saying that.
No, but like that was so like it just was full circle. Like I feel like
Yeah.
you should like, all right. Well, like that was just like that was a good closer.
All right, let's start. Yeah.
Mic drop.